What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. This is Rebirth Radio, your one-stop shop for everything Astro Creation related. And today is going to be a very interesting episode because we're going to talk about a lot of interesting things happening in Astro Creation and things that we think could benefit Astro Creation. So hunker down, get some food, get some water, get your favorite, snack. We always ask this question, or no, we don't, but we should. What are the snacks that you guys be eating while you guys be listening or watching?
But a lot of you guys say you watch us at work. I know you're snacking in them cubicles.
100%. I know.
What do you got? Rich crackers under that desk? Some Cheez-Its? Falco can't have Cheez-Its because they clog them up. So what are you eating?
They definitely clog me up like the 405.
That's ridiculous.
Right. But if you guys watch this, you guys love this, content, make sure you guys, like the videos because it really does help. Subscribe to the channel because we're going for 1K subscribers. You already know. When we do the 1K subscribers things, we're gonna actually be doing a live stream of one of these podcasts. And maybe
if it's a banger and it works out, I'm down to do them all live from that point on forward.
Exactly.
But it's just I would really like to properly monetize the channel before we move in that direction. So can you please get us to 500 subs this episode? We're close. We're at like 460. Just click that little button, guys.
Short-term goal.
Help us out here.
Long time.
Get us there this episode.
Yeah, a longer short-term goal, 1K, guys. So 500, 1K. We got milestones. We got aspirations. We got dreams. But thank you guys for just being here. We appreciate you guys 100%.
Yes, we appreciate you. And we have some of your talking points in this episode, actually. So thank you for leaving those in the comments down below.
And continue to.
Because as we said last episode, Falco and I are still on hiatus. We've not been playing the alpha. Right. We've been keeping up on the the content scene on YouTube, but we haven't really been playing ourselves. So your talking points are invaluable, and we appreciate you guys.
Right, but it's interesting. It's always fun when you play a new game after you take a hiatus from a game. It's very interesting to bring callbacks or bring things you think would benefit other games. So we do have some of those in this. So I mean, like I said, this hiatus isn't gonna be for too long because hopefully, crossing our fingers, that phase 3 or what's called the Harbinger update happens still on the 18th or at least close to the 18th because I mean we got some stuff to talk about.
Right. Ain't that the truth?
It's gonna be very interesting. But yeah, guys, let's get into this.
So let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you just said, that was actually a great transition. It was delayed again. The showcase was delayed again.
Dude.
First time that's happened twice, right? I think that's the first time that's ever happened. I had just gotten out of a colloquium and I felt my phone buzz and I looked down and it was
hold up, before we get into that, what the fuck is a colloquium, buddy?
It's a discussion on a currently being researched topic. At least that's at our university. That's what it is. They're hosted, at least for the physics seminars and colloquiums, they're hosted every Thursday at 4 p.m. So that's when I found this out. This one, if you happen to care, was about can chiral creatures flock? And no, turns out they can't. Only achiral creatures can flock.
Okay, hold up.
The KPZ equation.
What is a chiral creature, buddy?
Handed creatures, left and right.
Okay.
Like if you have this is actually kind of fun if you want to do this at home. If you're right-handed, close your eyes and try to walk in a straight line. You will invariably swerve right because you are a chiral creature. And when you take a flock of chiral creatures and apply the Navier-Stokes equations to them, they cannot flock. They invariably
What if I'm left-handed? Can I walk in a straight line?
Hell no, you're gonna swerve left. Damn.
Okay.
Never mind.
What if I hold both of my hands out? Am I gonna go in a circle?
But you're not both-handed. If you were both-handed,
what if I'm ambidextrous?
Well, then I'm assuming you could flock.
So are you saying birds are ambidextrous?
No, they're just achiral.
I know.
We're not doing this right now.
I'm sorry.
God, I shouldn't have said colloquial. This man jumped on that like a fucking tuna.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
okay. Keep going.
Regardless, the showcase. I had just gotten out of that, and I got a text from him, and I thought it was a bad joke. He said it was delayed again until the 14th because that's never happened before.
Yeah.
Because I was looking forward to that showcase this week. I low key needed it.
We
I've been in
both
a
needed
rut.
it. Right.
Yeah, I was looking forward to some good Ashes news. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people in our comment section last episode said that they think the big surprise is a new econ lead, and they
Yeah.
stole that econ lead from New World. That's the rumor on the streets,
Don't do that.
and they couldn't announce
Sorry.
it. They couldn't announce it. They couldn't announce it until I guess the New World news was official or something like that. This is all just rumors,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
but that's what we've heard. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's any validity to that.
I don't think
Do,
that's
what, do you,
there.
you don't think so? So why would they delay it twice? What's the
I
surprise,
I
buddy?
think that because they said they needed some more time for something to cook. And I remember, Margaret didn't say leak anything, but I keep up with what like the higher ups at Intrepid talk about on the Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and
Sure.
she's kind of alluded to, they wanted to make sure that we have like some stuff to play over the holiday season, or something like good like stuff. So I'm assuming it is like some type of gameplay mechanic that they want to talk about. Maybe it's an
I,
extra.
I I think so too.
Right. Yeah. I'm thinking since they consider, the Harbinger update to be some type of, the first step towards, I guess, story arcs. Maybe it's more story arcs. I mean, we talked about it very like slow or very like briefly, but you thought it was the like first iteration of us getting some what's it called, augments. Maybe some augments. Maybe it was
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Um.
not augments, but I thought it
Right.
was the first look at the class system. I thought we
Yeah.
were going to be getting the tank and the cleric archetypes, which we might. I mean, not
Right.
the archetypes, but the secondary archetypes, so you could finally have the class. That could be it.
Exactly.
Steven said that was on the menu for phase 3,
Right.
and this is going to be a big update for the Alpha 2 test.
Right.
Not
Right.
for I mean, an econ lead would be a big update for the Alpha 2 test, but it's not something that's immediately very evident. It's something that's
Right.
going to change over time.
Right. And they did say on that
So,
little, like, Margaret didn't say anything definite. She just kind of like, I guess, kind of said they basically want to make sure we have like some play while everyone's on vacation, and obviously while we're on vacation, to make sure it's more people continue to play it throughout the vacation, because it's very easy in a month on this test, as you guys know, to kind of blow through all the content and then kind of be like, all right, time to go play something else. So I mean, it could be that. But also on that little newsletter, when they basically pushed it back to the 14th, it says that they were doing like some archetype balances and pass throughs and stuff like that. So maybe it's more skills. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they add more skills to the current archetypes that we have. Maybe that's a thing that they're trying. They need more time to cook. I wouldn't be surprised if they added more magic spells to like the mage, or they added more range spells to the ranger, or more attack spells, or you know.
yeah, I mean, it's so funny. I keep going back to the comments. We got another comment saying
Mm,
that they hoped if what Falco said is the case, where we're getting more skills for our certain archetypes.
yeah.
One viewer wished that the fighter would get an invulnerability ability, where like a real
Mm,
panic button where you could press it and go invulnerable for like 5 seconds and escape. And
mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, that's a summoner ability.
Yeah,
They
that's the
gave
summoner one. Yeah.
they gave the summoner a lot of stuff, a lot of utility.
Uh,
And
uh.
the more I thought about it, I was like, that really should have been a fighter ability.
But what
Hold
if
up,
it is a fighter ability once it becomes a summoner, or a fighter summoner?
why is it? No, but it should be the summoner should get it when they go summoner fighter. I don't think anyone's going summoner fighter ever.
You
But
never know. You never
but no,
know.
no, believe me, I know. I already know.
You never know. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The fighter the summon that the fighter gets, or the fighter that the summoner gets. Dang, that was wild. But it's kind of strong with its eviscerating shit. So like, imagine if you could summon a bunch of fucking melee like summons. I think that shit would go stupid. Honestly, it would be strong as hell. Because
Mhm.
currently, or last time I tested it, the fighter, the eviscerate and stuff like that was really strong, even for the ranged variant of it. So I don't know. I don't know. Uh, but there's a lot to it's funny. We're talking about all this stuff that we're like slated to get. We may know, because obviously, or by the time you see this, we may already know because obviously this comes out on the Tuesday, but we get to test the game because we film this on Sundays. This is a Sunday right now. So Monday is when we actually, everyone who has Alpha 2 access gets to go into the PTR.
Mhm.
So we may know or have a hunch
I will
on
be in
what,
there like swimwear.
yeah, because we all have to, because they basically took down the freaking main server. They said, "Motherfuckers,
Yeah.
we know you
Dude,
guys
that is
don't."
funny.
How do you feel about that? Actually, that's a good segue in for this.
I
So,
I
uh,
um not a good look, but I mean, people y- this leads me to believe that there's a chance that the big announcement for the live stream is they're either having free to play weekends, drastically lowering the price, or like something regarding getting more players, right?
mm,
Because how bad is the player count that we have to close the live servers to force people into PTR? I understand
mhm,
you want more testing data and you want it to be very focused and you want this update to come through perfectly and you
mhm,
want all the data you can get. I get that.
right.
But at what point do you look yourself in the mirror and say, "Okay, maybe we shouldn't have been charging fucking $250 for the base package and then
Mm,
$100 for phase 3.
mm.
Maybe we shouldn't have been charging that much." Like at what I don't know. I'm just putting myself in Intrepid shoes. At what point would I be like, you know,
That would
at
be a
what point are
very
you shooting
bad.
yourself in the foot? You know?
I think they would be pissing on their fan base or the current people who tested if that was the thing they pushed 2 weeks back for. I think it
Uh,
has to be gameplay related if they're
But
gonna
it,
push it back 2 weeks. That could be like a side thing that, oh yeah, that's also happening. But like if that's the
but
crux of the reason why
that
they
is
pushed it back
gameplay
2 weeks,
related, bro.
no, no.
If they could flood the test with like 20,000 people through cheap prices or a free weekend, that would
Mm,
have a big impact on the economy, a big impact
mm.
on your playability. Like it would be a genuine gameplay update.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I get
would
what
be.
you're saying, like by proxy, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not under that same guise that they've been like kind of saying, "Oh, we needed more time to cook" type of vibe. Like every time they say they need more time to cook, it's usually like some gameplay, like some actual like some new variability within the game that's gonna change your experience and not what's the word I'm looking for? Because adding more players doesn't change my experience. It just continues the experience I get from the beginning when the game starts. You know, it just prolongs
Sure.
my
Sure.
experience. You know what I mean? So like I think
That's
they need
valid.
to put something in that
I
changes
agree.
it to some
I'm with
extent
you on that. It
for
should change it to some
for,
extent. Yeah.
for this 2 weeks to like mean something because
Yeah, because this is I mean, 2 weeks is a long time. And but I
yeah.
asked you this question. I want to hear what you guys think as well. So, are showcases just going to be in the middle of the month now? Are they no longer at the end of the month? Because what are they going to do? Show us this on the 14th and then show us like the next showcase on the 28th or the 30th of November? How
Right.
silly would that be?
I mean, I think honestly, we already know how most of these live streams go. Most people don't tune in unless like it seems like ever since the game actually has been out, they haven't their showcases have been more and more lackluster unless they show us some stuff that's not in the game. The only time that these showcases aren't lackluster is when they show us something that we can't currently test in the actual alpha. And we keep telling them that. It's like it's like don't if you want new people and like more people to tune in to your live streams, show some stuff that people who are like currently not able to test can watch, because then you're gonna have the people who test your game like weekly watching. Obviously, you're gonna have most of those people anyway because they're just diehard fans. But then you're gonna have more people who may just tune in, like sparingly tune in my opinion. But maybe
Hmm.
I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. That's just an opinion. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we already know their live streams have been they're accustomed to putting out. Dang, it sounds so mean. I don't mean it this way, guys.
No,
I'm sorry,
it's
Intrepid.
not mean. Like
I'm
I
sorry,
think
Intrepid.
Intrepid right now, if Intrepid is a serious company right now, they should have thick skin to where whatever anyone says, they should take it as this person is only saying this because they're not happy with the way things currently are.
Right, I'm
Like,
not. There's no way that I'm not trying to piss on any of the devs or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's just the way it is. Like most people aren't going to tune into something that they could already test in the game. like, and
Yeah,
they can just log in. Like that's just the way it
yeah,
is.
but that's why I said last episode. Remember, I said I think 30% of the people watching don't play, and you said you think it's only 10%.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I think most of the people who watch are probably like us, diehard fans. Like I know
mhm,
that also
mhm,
because I'm in a lot of the discords where these diehard fans are, and they always tune in because they're hoping. It's like
yeah,
a hopium thing. They're hoping that they get
mhm,
some insight into the future of what's going to go on. But sometimes it's less of insight into the future and more into why the current things are the way they are in the
mhm,
game, and like this is, you know, like
mhm,
kind of like if you guys remember when we first got insight into the Anvils, most people had already seen the starting area of the Anvils when they first showed us it, and it was kind of just Steven, like, you know, GM hacking, flying through and showing us how the like visuals and like the lighting and shit was. But like most of us, like we definitely didn't care about that. We were just hoping they answered some new questions because you know they have their Q&As and stuff in these live streams, and we're just hoping that the people ask good questions, or maybe they take the good questions from the people that ask. Like I said, I'm not sure exact. I know they say they take the questions from everywhere, but sometimes the questions just aren't that good. Like they're just not that good.
no, yeah,
Um,
I feel like personally, I feel like they tend to pick the Mickey Mouse questions on the
yeah,
live stream. There are
yeah,
good questions being asked, no doubt. They just don't pick
mhm,
them.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Uh,
also take
like
that for what it's worth, Intrepid.
yeah, take that for what it's worth, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we can also say I've probably commented like once or twice to try and get my question like picked, but like my question never is picked. But like I said, I don't have to have my question picked. I'm not saying I'm entitled to it. I'm just saying that some of the questions that are picked are kind of like lackluster. Um,
Mhm.
but it's not. That's neither here nor there. But
That also that could be intentional in the sense that they're trying to answer like casual lackluster questions because they know their viewer base for these live streams is casual and lackluster, and these are good questions for this particular viewer base, the people that tune into the stream.
right,
So
right.
it's possible.
It's definitely possible. It's definitely. I mean, like, I'm gonna keep that in the brain. I'm not gonna say that.
Keep it in the noggin, buddy. I don't know
Yeah,
what you're gonna say, but keep
yeah,
it
but
in
keep
there.
it. I was gonna do some tinfoil hat shit, but I was like, nah, it's not. This
Well,
isn't.
now I
I'm
kind of
not.
want to hear it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
You don't want to tell the
Maybe
people?
I'm gonna tell the people then
All
because,
right, tell the
and
people.
like I said, this is obviously I don't know. I don't have. There's no validity to this. I don't mean any harm or anything by it. But I'm just saying maybe the reason why they picked the lackluster questions is because they're saving them for like the actual interviews with like the content creators who get interviews with like Steven and stuff, to where they answer the hard hitting and
Sure.
like not good questions in there with like Steven gets an interview, or Steven interviews with so and so, or Margaret interviews with so
You
and
guys
so.
are so funny in the comments section. We asked you guys last episode if you would like to see a Steven interview, and a
Yeah,
lot of you said, yeah, you would love it.
yeah, yeah.
Although, shout out to Mr. Noobtastic, he said that he didn't think Steven would come on here because we keep it too real. Mr. Noobtastic said, I don't think Steven would go on there. But tell me why,
Aw.
like, we got like 10 comments about it, but 9 of them
Aw.
spelled him Stefan. His name is
Yeah.
Steven.
He's not Stephen
Like,
Curry. He's not
right?
he's
This
not the
man's not
greatest
shooting
shooter of
threes.
he's not the greatest shooter of all time. Alright. He's not him. He's Steven. Like put some respect on that man's name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Alright. Um
It's true.
but I can't believe it, Stephen. Wow.
That's
Wow.
weird.
He's Mr. Sharif, right guys? He be
The Sharifer.
I think Steven would be like, that's my father.
He might. I don't know anything about him.
Oh,
If
no.
we ever interview him, I'm gonna say, who is your father?
Oh,
I'll
no.
find out more about this man's lineage.
He's Mr. Sharif. Oh, no. We're kidding. We're kidding. We
Anyway,
love you. We love you, Steven. We have no qualms
obviously.
about qualms. All right, buddy. You're the goat. You're the
You know
goat.
what?
You're
I'm
the
gonna turn this into a running meme. This is episode 2 in a row where I'm asking him to accept my Discord friend requests.
oh.
Can we?
Oh no!
And
Did we do
Margaret?
it? No, no,
What?
no.
Oh,
Okay.
what? Do we do what?
I was about to say. All right.
We
I
do
guess
what?
since we're doing it. All right. Yeah, Steven, accept Yami's friend
Yes,
request.
Stefan.
Oh shit! Moment of silence.
He's not accepting that shit
Oh,
now.
Margaret, accept my friend request. Arcade Adam, accept my friend request.
Arcane Adam doesn't exist. You're
He's an
talking to
enigma. He's an
he's talking.
enigma.
I think honestly, I think I withdrew my friend request to Arcane Adam just because Yeah, I withdrew it. I'm not even gonna. He took too long. I sent him a friend request like a year ago. So
And we're not doing
it's.
this. I mean, actually, I'm not gonna
It,
go there. I'm not gonna go there. All right.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
this.
trying to be weird, but that's just mean.
Dang
That's
guys,
just mean.
dang. You
You're
just
the
hurt
content
Yami's.
creator lead.
You just
You
hurt
hurt
Yami's
Yami's
feelings.
feelings.
God damn it. Now he's gonna be sad all day. Fuck.
Sorry,
Yeah.
buddy. No Arc Raiders tonight. We got to,
Damn.
that's. But you guys have been
Yeah.
wondering what we've been
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later. But let's
We're
move on.
definitely.
Let's push it to the next point, which is something we all loved. At least I did. I really loved it at first. I thought it was a decent system. But now I hate it, and I think it was the primary cause.
Dang, I don't
It,
know if I don't feel that way about it, but keep on
I feel
going.
pretty.
Go on.
I feel pretty strong about it. I
I
feel like
don't.
it is one of the primary causes of the downfall of Shoal. Obviously, there was dupers, exploiters,
Mm.
especially with the caravans and like the diminishing returns exploit thing that brought a lot of gold in the game. But I think a primary cause was the crates. The crate system was cool at first, but a lot of the comments I got on my crate video were right. You are just Uber Eats for the game. You are just going brainlessly from point A to point B with no risk. You are like, I like that it gives these lower tier materials value. You pack them in a crate. All of a sudden, script is valuable, the node currency, because you buy certificates with it. It's a nice all-encompassing loop that I think is really well designed, except for the part where there's no risk. And I know they're supposed to be lower risk than the caravans, but but if you could just follow each other and do a train of 20 crates up to the anvils, and all of a sudden you've generated 80 to 100 gold in the game with no risk. I mean, I guess there's some risk swimming through the ocean, but you can go on the bottom of the ocean floor with a shoal skipper. I did catch someone doing that and killed them, but 99% of the time you're not going to get caught. It's zero risk. It's
Thing is with that is
so
that
much less risky.
it's like I can't give a good picture on that until they actually tune up.
I can appreciate
What's it
that.
called? Like they don't
Yeah.
have what's it called corruption properly tuned. They don't have all the things around corruption to make it worthwhile to do. There's just a lot of stuff that's kind of left out that isn't used yet to curtail everyone feeling so hunky dory with crates. You feel me? And there's also not all of
But then
the
don't you
things
think
in
they shouldn't have been put in the game? Because it's just
no,
way too much free
n-
gold generation.
no, because they still have to test to see if it worked. Like it wasn't even
Yeah,
people
true.
couldn't even drop their crate without getting kicked out the game. Like when we first tested crates, like they still
Yeah,
have to make sure it works.
but they can test that in the PTR and make sure it works, and then don't put it in the live game unless the proper
I
risk
mean,
reward is in place. Because it really did trash Shoal. We have way too much gold on Shoal.
the
Way
thing
too much.
is, we
Gold
have way
cap
too
for
much
basic
gold,
shit.
but we also don't have everything used to in the game to. It's funny, like how people are saying that, but people are saying we don't have enough gold to do like fucking like what's it called to refine and shit like that. To you know,
Yeah,
so it's like
but like we said before, they put the gold sinks on the wrong people.
but
Like
I'm
the
saying.
refiners are not the people with money. That's not where the huge gold sinks should be to begin with.
But also the refiners, there's no reason they can't do crates. Like they can also do crates, but also, um,
They could.
there's not a lot of things in the game yet to curtail people purchasing or stuff like that. Like when they finally put into the game where people need materials to repair their gear, like oh I have this friggin' I don't know this weapon that's like epic, but I need like epic or legendary materials to repair it, and people keep banging their head into the wall to fix them to kill some shit. Now they gotta spend a bunch of that money to repair their gear. Like they're still like
That's true.
I'm trying to wait to let them cook because like I said there's a lot of things in the game yet that there's supposed to be even more ways to curtail to make people have to use that money on stuff
Hmm.
because like also with mounts at some point aren't going to be forever things. Like you're gonna if you die too many times, your mount dies too many times, you're gonna need a new one. You're gonna need to pay some more money for that. You're gonna like there's
Hmm.
people, a lot of people, I feel like they haven't incentivized a lot of people to interact with a good portion of the systems in the game. Like obviously now we're gonna have incentives to buy boats if people are fishermen. Like when the new fishing shit comes out, at some point you're gonna have incentives to actually run caravans because maybe caravans may give you more money, and maybe they're a little safer. Maybe if they did make caravans a little safer and made people enticed a little bit more for that risk and reward to take on more risk for that greater reward, maybe people would run caravans. But we're gonna talk about that when I talk about another thing. But yeah, I just feel like all the pieces aren't in the puzzle yet, and it's very easy to be like, dang, we make too much money. But
You know
we
what? Yeah, I
we
know.
I feel
It's
like
fair.
obviously, yes, we make too much money right now. It's not hard to see, but let's let them put in all the ways that you will have to spend that money first before we give them that. Say that to them.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good point. I mean, because they can always add ways to spend the gold, and then the realm could, readjust back to
right,
what gold range is. So
right. Like it's
yeah.
good to let them know that you feel
Uh,
like it's spending too much, so that they can do with
okay.
that information as they want, because they know what's going to be put
That
in the game. So it's
that
always
bring
good. You
hold
know.
on. That brings up the question real quick because
Yeah.
Margaret, or I don't know where this came from, but people call her Maggers. Where did we hear it? I forget
I'm
where.
not. I'm
I
not
think we
gonna.
heard it
I'm
from.
not. I
I think
know.
we heard it from someone at Intrepid. They call her
Yeah.
Maggers.
Yeah. I'm
It
not
was
gonna say
funny.
the person.
But she recently doubled down on Discord. Although it's really hard to understand when she doubles down because she communicates so vaguely and so like ambiguously that it like she said there is no fresh start planned, and
We ain't
we
getting no
have no
ad back.
wipe planned.
We ain't getting no ad back from that one.
I mean,
We ain't making it
that's
out of the
that's
hood with that
not
one.
my
We,
problem. If you if you
we ain't
if you
making it
take
out the
offense to
hood with
that,
that
that's
one.
not my
We ain't making
problem.
it out
That's
the hood
You're
with
the
that one.
director. Like she's cool. She's cool. She's the director of communication. She could take one on the chin. But what I was saying was, do you think there's going to be a fresh start? Because she just very recently said we have no fresh start plans, and everyone's expecting a fresh start.
And then she also said that we don't have what's it called, a white plan either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the wipe, I'm saying maybe 30% chance, but a fresh start, everyone, we get comments saying 99% chance of a fresh start, you know?
Mm.
So what do you think?
I
What do you,
mean,
sorry, a better question. What do you make of her communication, the way she portrayed it? Because for
I
me,
mean,
it
I'm
left a
gonna.
lot of uncertainty, and it was just, I don't think it was a helpful
I mean,
tidbit.
I have to take it at face value, even though she asked the question a while ago about, oh, what do you guys think of a fresh start? Like she kind of
Right?
put it
You
out in
open
the
this
air.
can of worms.
Yeah, but I'm
Sh-
like, I just think that wasn't, at least obviously I'm not a director of communication, so I don't have the credentials to what's, I guess you would call, to
I don't either.
be,
We're bullshitting here. We don't have
yeah.
credentials,
I don't have the
but
credentials to say what is smart to say, because that's not my job to communicate
right,
with
right.
the masses. I mean, I guess it is because I'm a content creator, but I don't have no credentials that says certified content creator.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, Falco, the person.
Uh,
What did you make of that communication?
I thought it didn't help, to like kind of stoke the flames of despair that people already had when you ask, like, what do you guys think of a wipe, or what do you think of a fresh start. It kind of stoked the flames.
Hmm.
It I mean, I guess whether it was meant to do that or not, I mean, it doesn't matter, like, the intention, because like, if my intention, if I say something that's hurtful to someone, let's just say in general, just like if I'm using it as an example, if I say something to Jimmy or to Yami, as you guys know him, and he's like, "Dang, that hurt my feelings," and I'm like, "It wasn't my intention to do that, but that's still what happened,
Yeah, I've been there a lot.
like it
But
still
yeah, yeah.
happened,
Right.
and that's just the way it is, and that's how how it ended up landing when she asked that initially, and now people kind of just don't trust Intrepid, because sometimes Intrepid, or sometimes I didn't say Intrepid as a whole, because I'm just saying sometimes people at who are put in place to communicate with, like, the masses and us, um they say something and then it changes. But I get it. It's a moving train. Obviously it's a moving train. It's a in game and development, but sometimes people want, or they expect expectations,
Yeah,
or
when
want more,
honestly, half the pain of this whole game that we
They
feel
just want
as
more.
playtesters is self-inflicted because it's
Yeah.
our expectations that aren't
Yeah.
met,
Yeah.
and we do bring a lot of this pain and disappointment on ourselves.
Definitely, definitely.
So
That's why it's best if you just play the game when you enjoy it, and when you don't enjoy it, Don't play
Step away.
it. Don't go play something else like us. We're playing Arc Raiders right now. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
You want
Like
to talk? You want
I
to talk? You want to move on a little bit from that?
yeah, we can move on from that, yeah.
Because he just mentioned Arc Raiders, and this goes with another question we got from you guys in the comments because it
Okay.
also is very relevant because of
Yeah.
Amazon and New World's recent demise. What do
Right.
you think of AI in games? And I want to
Yeah.
thank Raindone
Rain
Rayn
Dome.
Doun Raindone. Bro, maybe Raindon. It could be
Big
a
Don, the Big Don.
the Donster,
The
the big
Donner,
man,
the
the big man.
Donner, the
Bro,
Donner.
I was picking up something I ordered. I think it was at Costco. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. And this
mm.
big dude, he was like 6'3", 350. He was huge. He called me boss man. That shit made my day.
Oh
I was
hell
like,
no! Oh,
yeah.
he said, "Boss."
Like
Oh,
what are your bro nouns?
oh,
For
that's
me, I like boss man.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
It just came up. I don't know why.
I feel it. He
A
said,
Donster.
"Hey,
Anyway,
the
yeah.
Donster."
Shout out to Rain Don. Um, what do you think of AI in games? Like with the way that right now, we're not talking about courtroom chaos like with Snoop Dogg and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
We're talking about like in MMOs. What do you
yeah.
think of AI encroaching on the MMO space in general?
Right. I think it depends on how it's used. And I think that's just the way that anything is. It depends
Very
on
responsible
how
answer.
it's used. If it's used in a way to make like enemies learn like better or like AI like enemies learn better and quicker and adapt for like harder and more engaging and environments that are supposed to be more difficult to play, I think it's good. I mean, I think that Arc Raiders uses AI very
Well, I don't think
well.
anyone has an issue with AI
Uh,
being used to train NPCs.
yeah,
Everyone likes that.
yeah,
Adaptive fights are inherently more fun, and there's
yeah,
no other way to do that other than
yeah,
with AI.
yeah.
Um, but what do you think about content generation with AI and
I
like
think
actually producing parts of the MMO with AI?
I think it if it's used too heavy-handedly, it could lead to a game that could feel kind of soulless and like a husk if it
I mean,
doesn't have, you know,
yeah, we
like
already get a lot of comments saying that this game looks soulless, like
right,
Ashes. And we
right,
don't agree with that. I think Ashes has a nice little soul. I think
yeah,
it's a very
yeah,
nice looking game and it has a
yeah,
unique aesthetic to it.
it definitely does.
But it's worth noting we get I get at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
one comment every other video saying this
Yeah.
game looks soulless
Yeah,
and
it looks old.
bland.
It looks old. It looks like it should have came out during the RuneScape period, and I think people are
Yeah,
trolling. They're freaking rage baiting,
yeah.
but
There's no way.
I think
They,
it think
they
it's
they must be playing on like 720p low
right,
if
right.
because it's hard not to appreciate how good this game looks sometimes.
It definitely looks good. It's on Unreal Engine 5. I mean, and it's gonna just look better because, like I said,
Hmm.
Arc Raiders. That's the game we've been playing. It's on Unreal Engine 5, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a game that's actually out. This is a game in alpha. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys would have thought GTA 6 in its alpha state looked bad, or it looked
And
not so good.
it's also optimized on Unreal
Right.
5.
It's
I
very
know I
optimized.
know it's not an MMO,
Right.
but it runs very well on a very wide range of hardware.
Right, even on my friend Julian's computer, he has one of the probably the oldest computers out of our friend group, and it runs very well on like medium settings.
That
Um,
computer saw the Civil War.
it did, it
I think it's
did,
been around.
it did. So I'm like, it's and optimizations will come. That I'm not worried about that for Ashes.
You're
Um,
not?
I'm not worried about that. But I mean, I like I said, AI is cool when it's used it's used, but still is it's not used to convey the authenticity of the game, but used to speed up production. Because you can't
Yeah.
like even with content creators who try to use AI for thumbnails and AI for like scripts and shit like that, you can't convey authenticity through
Yeah.
AI, in my opinion.
No, I completely agree
Like
with you.
like
It's
someone
instantly
asked me,
recognizable
right? Someone asked me,
when
they were like, when I was doing I think I told you about this. You know what I mean? Someone commented on one of my videos and they were like, "Wow, you should use AI to make a better script for you for your intros."
who said that?
Someone said that in my comment section. I have some random, and I was like,
Uh,
"Why the
s-
hell would I do that? I value my authenticity,
yeah.
like me
uh,
just talking off the cusp, because I don't know. I mean, it's like I paid a lot of money for public speaking classes in college. You know, I
Mhm. Yeah.
I pay. We all take that. Like that's the
Like
reason that we take them. You know,
AI undermines whatever skill sets you've built. It
right,
always just undermines it, which is like
right,
I agree. AI is great for polishing a game, but don't use it as the core. AI could be great for touching up your thumbnail on YouTube, but
right,
don't use it to make your thumbnail. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
always
think
been.
that's a balanced take.
It,
There's a place for AI.
yeah,
Um, especially with Unreal 5, I think Intrepid's doing a pretty good job at balancing the use of AI
right.
that they use.
I agree.
Like the
I
AI
agree.
voiceovers are getting better.
They are.
And that's actually a hot topic because you are taking the jobs from
Voice
actual
actors.
voice actors, you know.
Right,
So
right.
that one's maybe a little contentious, but
Yeah,
they work.
they
I'm
work.
not saying I'm a fan of them, but
Right,
in an alpha, especially for with no shareholder studio, a
right,
private studio, I'll cut them some
right.
slack.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I mean, we're still in the same topic, but like, I mean, let's go
Mhm.
to like risk and reward and art graders. A lot of you guys in the comment
Okay.
section, a few of you guys actually, not a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. A few of you guys asked what games we were playing. Right now, as we wait, for the Harbinger update, we've been playing art graders and art graders. I feel like, I mean, obviously it's not an MMO, but it has that same like feel of that risk and reward that I feel like Steam
Yeah,
is
I mean, it's
trying to
got
get.
different rarities of weapons, and you kill
Right.
bosses and stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's a little
Yeah.
sliver of MMO in there.
And
It's
it's
a fun game.
PvP, and it's PvP. There's no corruption system to curtail people from killing your
It's
ass, but
right.
the mobs and like the way that you need to interact with others curtails that very well. So I'm
Well,
like,
it's PvX to be
exactly,
honest.
it is PvX. It is. It's
Yeah.
100% PvX. Obviously, you use guns. You don't use swords. It's not fantasy like that. It's more on the airs on the side of like Fallout, like nuclear Fallout and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it has a very like it's very like there's unwritten rules in it, and it does it very well. Obviously you'll have people. I think the reason why it also does it very well is because it has proximity chat. Proximity chat helps a lot in it because like I've talked my way out of a lot of ass whoopings or giving a lot of ass
Mhm.
whoopings. People have talked their way out of ass whoopings with me, where they've been outnumbered and they've been like, "Hey, relax, dude. Like we're just vibing. Like you know, like I think
Right.
proximity chat really helps like build the world out. I think obviously at some time I'm assuming New World or not New World, ill Astro Creation,
Well,
will have
New World
proximity
had
chat.
really good prox chat, like
It did.
really good prox chat.
It did, and
Like
it definitely created a certain ambiance around the world, you know?
yeah, like honestly, there were days. There was this one guy in I was gonna say Winstead. Is Winstead? No, yeah, Winstead is Ashes.
Yeah.
Windsword is New World.
Windsword, yeah.
Windsword. There were days in Windsword where this
Mhm,
guy would sit on top of he would sit on top of the stone cutting station next to the trading post in Windsword, and he would
yeah.
just play Holy Diver and like old Black Sabbath songs and
Mhm,
like through prox chat, and it would just be a bunch of people like jumping up and down and headbanging and stuff. Like
mhm,
I haven't had an MMO moment like that on Ashes yet. There's a lot of stuff Ashes does better than New World, a lot, like an
mhm,
infinite list.
mhm.
But prox chat, the yeah,
Proximity
the
chat is
social
definitely
the
yeah.
socialness of it, that was fun on New World, man.
That's a
And
must-have.
it's good on Arc Raiders too. It's a must have. Yeah.
It's great, and it's like I also love how they seamlessly, in my opinion, without like a corruption system. I'm not saying the corruption system is not necessary in Ashes, but I'm just saying that if our creators can do it without corruption system, we should definitely have no problem blending like the perfect blend of risk and reward within Ashes because we have something that kind of curtails it even more. But on our creators, there's a thing where you can do like a free loadout. Like, cause everything if you die in Arc Raiders, you lose it basically, unless it's in like your safe like pocket. But most some of you guys may know that because you guys probably play Arc Raiders. But on there, you can use a free loadout, which is basically like they give you a free backpack, but the backpack has a lot less like room capacity. You don't get a safe pocket in it. So it kind of lets you, interact with the world and kind of if whatever you get in that safe in that freaking backpack and you can bring it back to your extraction point, you can keep it. But you have to make it back to the extraction point because if you die, you lose everything in it. I feel like Ashes could benefit from that in the sense in not in that sense, like, you obviously you can make a caravan for, like, near nothing, like a regular one, but I feel like they could benefit from maybe they'll have more people running caravans if there's a way for you to run, like, a empty caravan, and maybe empty caravans have a chance just going throughout the world, of events popping up where maybe
Yeah,
you can pick up cargo, or maybe you help
yeah,
someone out on the road, and you can pick up some cargo and bring it back.
dude.
Like, I feel like that'd be dope.
Yes, making caravans interactive like that would be the coolest thing.
Right,
It
right.
would be awesome. Because imagine you have a set route in mind. You're like, okay, I'm going from Winstead to New Ayla with this luggage or with
Right,
this cargo.
right,
But then you come across an event, or you find an AI generated crate or something
right,
that gives you like an extra big bonus if you go to Jova instead, or you
right.
go up, or say you have to go to um brine barrel, one of the
Brine barrel, one of the
up in the
places.
tropics, yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. And all of
yeah,
a sudden you're like, okay, it's worth it. I'll take the risk. And now you're doing a completely on the fly, just because of a an auto generated event. You're doing a completely different loop or a completely different route.
right.
And dynamic content like that is what this game is all about.
Right, or maybe
So
there's a hot time event that pops up only for maybe your caravan while you're riding your caravan. It's like, oh, if you go harvest some stuff while your caravan's still out in the open. Maybe it's like, oh, bring leaping salmon or bring salmon to this freaking depot, and you'll gain like maybe some extra no currency, or maybe you'll gain some extra money from it or something like that. But
yeah,
to make it so like people can't just like that's why I say it's like bespoke to your caravan or something like that, so that people aren't like standing out in the front of shit with like specific materials. I think there's ways to make people want to use caravans and not just move materials that they already just have in their bank in the caravan. I feel like that's what they're missing from caravans is a way for people that just want to interact with it from a holistic standpoint, without any like upfront cost for the people. Because obviously, there's a way for people to interact with no upfront cost from the attackers. Why isn't there no way for the people who just want to interact with the caravan system from a
yeah.
PVE perspective to play the game?
We
You
got
feel
a
me?
comment about that actually.
Right.
I'm not gonna pull up his name, but I'll
Yeah.
leave a comment below.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one in another video because he did talk
Oh,
about how
okay.
there's a
Well
way
then
to
we'll
you
leave it
unless you
then.
want to
But
talk
yeah.
about it right now. What do you want to do?
No, we could talk about it in another video. Sorry,
Yeah,
because it was a good idea.
it was a
I
great
would like
idea.
to expand
Yeah,
on that.
yeah, yeah. But like, I feel like we definitely. What do you think about that? You think we need like a way for it to be more interactive from like a area like that, like, or maybe there's ways to get like speed buffs because I know speed is a big thing for people. Like if you're running like a regular caravan, like one that's like a very bare bones one, maybe there's a way that you help out a dude like on the side of the street at an event, and he's like, oh wow, your caravan's looking like needs
It's
a
looking
tuning or
rough.
some shit. Oh,
Yeah,
here
yeah, no.
you get this
That
level
sounds
up.
really cool, but also I could see it where it's like, well, what's the point of me crafting these really nice wheels when I'm probably just gonna bump into one of those speed events? Like it's never worth the investment. But honestly, if you have the nice wheels and you bump into the speed event, I mean,
Right.
you're
Then
trucking
you're
along at that
then
point.
exactly, you're trucking along, and I mean, the thing is, the small caravan, the one that you get, can't hold anything. So that even if you get that speed buff, it's not going to benefit you as much as a caravan that has more inventory
Well,
space.
yeah, but I mean, you could upgrade your carriage and still be slow.
But I'm saying this is one of those things where I mean, you obviously can upgrade your carriage and still be slow, but like maybe this is something that's only bespoke to like the ones that are just the free ones, the ones just without
Oh,
any shit on it. They
yeah,
there's ways that
that
they
would
can
probably be
balance it.
easy. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. There are ways they could balance that.
Right, right.
It's
Or
so I mean, I hate talking about the caravan system because we hear you guys. The system is not finished yet. They have a
yeah.
whole design plan, and
Right.
they're bringing different incentives in for the attackers and the defenders, and it's not finished yet.
Right, right.
But it's like one of the few endgame loops.
Right,
So
right.
it's hard not to talk about it.
And
Sorry, we play the game a lot.
it's hard not to talk about it. It's hard to see like other games do like this risk and reward thing better. But obviously, it's not the
Hmm.
same game. Like Arc Raiders is not an MMO, but it has a PvX type of vibe to it because it's a what they call it, extraction shooter game.
New genre.
They do it very well. I mean, like I said, I came into it and I was like, oh, I don't have any materials. Let me use this free loadout. Okay, let me go around. Let me explore. Let me, it gives you a random gun. Let me go
Yeah.
around, shoot some shit. Oh, I'm not able. I don't. I have a random gun, so I'm not able to like take out all the hard mobs to give all the good shit. But I'm able to, get my materials. Get my bearings, understand where everything is, understand. Figure out my points. But I also feel like it's still risky, and it still lets me get like benefit my character if I'm able to extract.
Yeah.
Um, it doesn't feel like currently in Ashes there's any reason to really even run a bare bones caravan. Not saying it has to be extremely beneficial, because it's not extremely beneficial to run a free loadout in Arc Raiders, but I feel like give people a reason to run them baby ones, because they suck. They suck so much that they're it's like it doesn't even behoove you to try it unless you're doing it for the quest line.
Well, I can see the counter argument to that. Yeah, it sucks for a reason. How about you go out and you make a better caravan, and
Obviously,
you
obviously,
do
but
the
I'm just
crafting
saying,
and all of that.
you still want people to be interacting with it to some
No, you
extent.
do. I
And
agree, especially
you feel
going into
me?
marketing, and I'm assuming
Right.
they're going to try to bring a lot of new players in the game.
I get
You
it.
want you want these early systems to be accessible, you
Right.
know?
You want people to be interactive with it, because like imagine like in Arc Raiders, if no one was bringing shit into the game, no one was playing. Like that gives more people actually just trying out the game and not being like, oh, I don't
Hmm.
want to lose my gear, or I don't want to lose my good weapon. Okay, to
Hmm.
go in with a regular one and see what you can do. That's the same thing with like a regular caravan. Oh, I don't want to lose my great caravan. Okay, go into with a regular one, see what you can pick up. You don't really get that much space, but there's little events, just you being in the world, traversing, that you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also a thing in Arc Raiders I thought was pretty cool. You just being in the overworld, but I guess they call it the surface, because I guess it's like I said, it's kind of like, I guess you call it post Fallout. It's a post Fallout type of world, so I guess you're going under the surface to like make sure you get all your shit together, but you go above to like go and scavenge. What if there's a thing where like the longer you are out on a caravan, maybe there's like a thing back at the node that kind of like scavenges for you and gets you like, maybe not like high tier materials, but maybe you can get some type of materials just for interacting with the caravan system. um you know but
That one's tricky.
I mean, I know
But
it's
yeah, I see
tricky,
what you're
but
saying.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Right. Like, I think that certain things like that do you just want to give people incentive to just interact with it from some type of point, because it's such a big part of the game, you
Hmm.
know?
And with the crate system, you really don't need to interact with it, you
Right.
know? And
Right.
maybe that's intentional. You want the guilds to do the caravans and then the casual people to do the crates.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Um,
yeah.
but the crates are not in a good place. Like we said, they're
Like I said, and like I know, so some people are gonna comment down below and be like, "Oh, these ideas suck." I'm like, obviously, from like bare bones, they suck, like in a sense, but like that's what balancing is, and that's what testing's for. And like as we said, crates aren't in the best of shape,
let's do.
but I
Yeah.
mean, that's why we're here. We're here to tell them that we don't enjoy them to some point, and
Right.
they're not
Yeah.
working
I
the
mean, this
best.
is all this
You
is
know?
feedback. Don't take it the wrong way. It's just feedback.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you guys have the data yourselves. You've seen how you probably have a counter of how much gold has been created strictly from crates, and that's all just safe gold.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so yeah,
Yeah.
just feedback, something to think about.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but we are open to AI in games, just to make that clear. That
Definitely.
was the whole point of that talking point. AI in games can definitely serve a purpose.
Definitely. Definitely.
And yeah, um,
Anvils
the
discussion.
ant. This is about the anvils.
Yeah. I felt like we should go back over this one again, because I feel like
Yeah, let's rehash this.
we did. I felt like we kind of set the devs up for failure with this one, because we were the
We
people who they
did.
first
This was
tested it.
partially our fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we first, and I feel like now that we've actually had a good amount of interaction with the system from a long-term standpoint, we can give um we can give better information and feedback on it now that we've actually tested it. So we wanted to talk about the little villages or little huts that pop up or that are around like the anvils that like the devs were probably thinking were gonna be some things that people
Yeah,
use
but
to train
not
slightly.
probably. We heard it straight from the
Yeah,
horse's mouth
yeah,
that
yeah,
they were supposed to be there for groups to go and clear in a
yeah,
loop, you know?
yeah. But
That's
they
why there's
never
so
were like
many
that.
of them. You know those little
Yeah,
encampments that have the
yeah,
like the 1-star duniers.
yeah.
Yeah, those were intended for
For people
um
to go kill stuff and to keep the world like lively and feel like people didn't just have to go to like points of interest to level, but they didn't really
yeah.
hit that way when people actually started playing them because they just didn't give enough XP and they just didn't, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. Like they just weren't good. And I
Mhm.
think that, I mean, goes back to a point we talked about in the previous episode about like rarities and shit on them. But like we think, I mean, I'm not sure if you agree with this, Yami, but I mean, I think that, I mean, those mobs there, they either need, the 1-star mobs need to either be increased in XP or they need to go to 2-star mobs, because I know they're not gonna be ever 3-star because that's like for points of interest and stuff like that. But they need to go at least 2-star mobs and they need to increase the XP to like a little bit more than what they are if they really want people to continue to continuously clear those and
Yeah. It
be there, because they don't shape up.
Yeah,
They don't
that
shape up.
like initially when we were testing it in the PTR, I was like, yeah, okay, this is cool. I can see this if you're super efficient and organized. But then
Right.
like as you it later dawned on me that I like we talked about before, I just really hate 1-star mobs. They don't serve a
Yeah.
purpose. Like think of
Right.
this. When you're being chased by a bird, it could be in the Riverlands, it could be wherever, just a raven is chasing you.
Right.
If you turn around to attack it and you see that it's a basic mob or it's a 1-star elite mob, it's the
Right.
same thing.
Right.
Like
It's literally, yeah.
I never register, oh shit, this is a 1-star elite,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
oh, and I know they're not supposed it's not supposed to be an oh shit encounter to meet a 1-star elite, but it literally feels the exact same to have a 1-star versus a no star elite.
Right.
They
In the
it's
sense
pretty much the
of,
same. It's
it being like difficult to kill, and in the sense of it's gonna give me
XP.
XP. It's like they
Yeah.
both just,
There's both
feel very,
extremely lackluster. And it feels like I think I'm not sure if it's exponential. I don't know how much like if kind of feels like yeah I think it is because 4-stars give like a crazy amount compared to 3-stars.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I think there needs to be a bigger initial value honestly
Yeah.
for the 1-star elite mobs
Right.
because
Yeah. I think so. I think so as well. The 1-star lead,
it's a
but
wasted tier.
I mean, like they, and, like I know a lot of people aren't gonna agree with this because we're kind of like the sweaty groups. But like, I mean, if they, I think that they can have the 1 and 2-star mobs give like exponentially more XP, but make the level rate, the levels that we like, the initial levels, because we're about to go into it being like every 25% of a level, you get a point. I think they can
Right.
increase the initial value probably by 4 times of like each level, in my opinion. Which I know a lot of people aren't gonna. This is a hot take. A lot of you motherfuckers are slamming your keyboards or fucking spit out your morning coffee when you just heard that. But I think they could probably like increase each level, the XP that you need to do it by 4 times, and maybe increase the XP that each mob gives you, like rarity wise by like 2 times, and it would probably feel
Yeah.
better. But like I said,
I
that's
mean,
a testing thing. I just think that the mobs, those huts are so cool. I think it's so cool that you can like fight mobs out in the open and like they are there, but like they just end up just being there and not, they just don't get any love. You
yeah.
know?
And you
Like,
know, they're realizing a lot of the tuning was off because they adjusted the bird density, like all the hawks and ravens and stuff in the Anvils. They changed that.
right,
I'm beyond sure their analytics show no one was using those camps.
right.
Uh,
What do
I
you think about
personally
that?
think I think the drop rate should be higher on 1-star mobs too for
Yeah,
common gear, like
yeah,
basic gear.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I think maybe the drop rate could scale up on a
Right,
separate curve as opposed to the XP for 1-star, 2-star. Like I feel like going from a 1-star mob to a 2-star mob, sorry, from a
right.
non-elite to a 1-star mob should be a very big increase in XP, like very big.
What do you think? Do you think like 1-star mobs should have like really like a much higher chance of dropping like common gear, but like 3-star mobs should have like, they should have like around the same like like chance to drop gear, but it's like on a higher rarity, like not same as 1-star, but like same as it currently does, but
Mm,
like it drops like like green gear, like maybe.
No, I think 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star should all have the same drop rate for common gear.
Uh huh.
But 2-stars, I think how they have it now is pretty good. They can drop green gear, and
Uh huh.
3-stars can drop blue gear. Or
Really?
blue or higher. Yeah,
Yeah,
3
but
stars can drop blue
yeah,
or higher.
okay. I mean, I guess it works now in that sense since they can't drop the like Carfing gear and they can't drop that gear anymore because that's still the gear that people are striving for that level set. I agree with that because you're still just getting like very normal s gear. It just happens to be blue.
Right.
I agree. What about the leveling? Do you think that once they start letting us get a ability point every 25%, they could probably increase the level for each or the XP for each level by like 4 times and like make it asymptotic, kind of like on how RuneScape does it?
Oh, yeah. I feel like they could do that. I want to
Because
talk to Steven about that.
like
I have, I have,
right? Because like you get an
yeah,
XP point every 25% of the level, so like you're still gaining like value.
yeah.
So I think that
I
they
don't,
could still.
I
Yeah.
don't think they would make it 4 times. I think that that is a little crazy,
You
especially with
think
how
so?
casual most of this player base is.
Mm,
But I think they could definitely increase it by some,
mm.
by some factor. Because I see what you're saying. Like
Like you're
but
getting
also,
yeah.
but I'm assuming also when they introduce all those sub rewards, like for quarter milestones in your level,
Yeah.
it's those 4 sub rewards are going to equal the 1 reward you would have got because they're also changing the skill trees.
I mean,
You know?
but you get a point. The thing is with those points, at least with the way it looked from that chart, is that you get points. The only thing that those points dictate is I think you need like 12 points to get to like your second tier skills, and then like I think it was like 24 points to get to like your third tier skills. So
Okay.
I think the more you put points into an ability, it just increases the damage that ability gets. But once you get to a
Oh
certain
well, if
threshold of points, then you get your second tier and your third tier of skills.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, like because so you're still gonna be able to get like you're still gonna be able to put points into other skills in that specific tier until you get to a certain amount of points that you've accumulated, but you're just not going to be able to go and get your second tier or your third tier. Like I'm not gonna let's say if I'm a ranger, I'm not gonna be able to get. I think this is how it goes. I don't know. Like I said, I've never tried it. But I think like okay, let's say 12 points is like the I guess you call it the breakthrough point where I can get my like snipe and like my barrage and shit. I'll be able to get it once I'm like level like 5 or 6, I guess you would say, because I'll accumulate the amount of points or something like that at that.
Yeah.
But if that's the way it goes, do you think that the XP? Um,
Yes. I
okay,
yeah. I think
okay,
yeah. At that
okay,
point, I would agree with that.
uh,
Um,
okay.
but yeah, this discussion, I tell me I'm not geeking, guys, because why the rarity of these elite
Mm,
mobs in this game is just all over the place.
yeah.
Why are skeletons outside of Winstead 3-star elites, and why is a 3-star elite skeleton just on the mountain outside of Winstead? Why? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs a giant overpass, and like that would help the anvils a lot. If they're not gonna at least adjust XP rates, then they need to adjust the rarity of these elite mobs.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I think
Before
that
the fresh
yeah,
start, if there is gonna be one,
definitely.
Maggers.
Oh God, he did it. He did it.
What?
Matt,
No, but
Margaret.
me and Maggers are cool. It's nothing. Like we
She
go
won't
back.
even add you
We're cool.
back.
No, but she won't add me back because I'm going by Yami. She knew me as James. This is my new alias.
You're right.
So
You're
she
right.
doesn't even know it's me,
She knew me
bro.
by
Like
John. That's why she won't add me back too.
exactly.
Right. Hey, you guys in the comment section, you can call me John. No, I'm not even Falco. Call him James too.
Right. Yeah, we're James and John now. We're
James and
Jimmy John.
John. I'm about to change the title, the
Dang.
thumbnail. It's gonna say James and
Oh,
John.
we're getting weird. We're gonna get real. What do they call it? Parasocial. We're about to get
Yeah.
very parasocial with you guys.
All right. All
I don't.
right.
I don't like this. Never mind.
We're
Call me
Jimmy
Yami.
Jones. Jimmy Jones.
Okay, one more talking point. Well, we're gonna
Wha-
drop the fucking river runes. We'll
no,
talk
I
about
like
that
that
next
one though.
time.
I like
Okay.
no.
Oh my God.
We're
Okay.
gonna talk
I didn't know
about
you were so
it.
passionate about it. My
I
fault.
like
My
it.
fault.
It's gonna be a short
This
one, so
man,
you're good.
this is his talking point. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I like it.
Don't fuck with Jonathan's river rune talking point.
Don't you ever do that. Don't you do that.
All
Don't
right,
you
all
hold
right, all
me.
right, all right. Go ahead. Go. You're
All
saying
right.
it's your center stage.
Wait. Are we talking about river runs?
Yeah, we go. We're
Okay,
doing it.
okay, I'm gonna do it in the river runes. Okay, river runes. All right, so we're gonna talk about this because we all know every time you get a river rune, it's like an oh brother, this guy stings moment. All right,
That's
we
true.
all
Okay,
know
that's
that.
true. Yeah, we do. Oh, brother.
All right, we know it's that type of moment. It's like give me a
You
break.
you see the blue loot on the floor and you think it's blue glint. You think you finally got some glint. It's a blue
Right.
river rune.
Exactly. This shit stinks. We don't want this shit.
Yeah.
All right. So let's give our freaking people the initiative. All right, boys. Let's give all of our scribes. Let's make scribes great again. All right. Make it so scribes have a thing where they can turn lower tier river runes or tropical runes or desert runes into the higher tier if you put enough of them into it. Let's say maybe I'm just throwing out a fucking number, maybe 10 river runes plus like a reagent and maybe like some little cash or so whatever the fuck they want to add to it, turns that into like one, like maybe 1 to 2 of the next tier, the tropical ones. And then maybe if I have 10 tropical runes and like some reagents, a little cash and some little other shit, that could turn that shit into a desert rune. Because it's like only ones people currently use right now, and I don't think anyone will ever use a river rune. I'm sorry, they just don't have a place in the world, honestly. All right now,
I could see a point long in the future when people are leveling up like their third alt and they need river runes to like enchant their level 1 weapon, and because they're trying to optimize every level bracket or something like that.
Right.
We're talking years out.
Exactly.
Sorry. Keep going.
Exactly. But currently, since the max level is 25, the only runes that people, or the river runes, or rivers, not river runes, the only runes that people give a fuck about are the desert ones, because those are the ones that get to enchant level 20 gear. So let's make it so river runes have a better value. All right.
By the way, I logged on to the game about 4 days ago to pay my taxes because I'm a noble and I'm trying to keep my citizen standing just in case there's no wipe or anything like that. It was hard to get noble. It was a lot of work to get noble. I don't want to lose that.
Exactly.
But guess how much I saw a guy trying to buy 1 heroic desert river rune. Guess how much he was paying? 1 heroic desert river rune.
Like 20 gold.
100 gold. 100 gold for 1 not even epic, a heroic river rune, or sorry, a sand rune. So like it's clearly a broken system, very clearly, clear as day. It might not be on like that on Lotharia because I heard the economy is actually pretty good over there. We get comments from our UK viewers.
It's probably because all the duping of gold and shit was done on
I'm never playing on the same realm as fucking Polar and who else? Who else? I know there's other bad actors.
There's a lot of bad actors. Yeah, I'm not playing on, but you are. Dang, we actually mentioned Polar. Fuck, dang, we fucked up.
Nah, I mean it's all good because at this point.
It doesn't matter.
I don't take it. I'm not personally upset at them anymore. I don't care. I'm moved on. I'm not playing on the same realm as them again.
We've transcended.
Unless
you have to, because they make one mega server, but we're not gonna get into that this episode.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that would be good. I don't know. Let us know, devs or anyone who watches this. Let us know what you guys think about that. Maybe you guys already have that in mind. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we didn't know you guys had in mind, like the sand casino. So. I mean, maybe you guys already have that in mind. Which
was actually a great update.
Right.
I love the sand casino, man.
Right. I love it. That's one of my favorites, honestly, from the start of phase 3. Don't at me. But yeah, that's my take on that. I made that a little short and sweet one, but yeah, processing time and fees. Well, you start that one off.
No, we could just. You want to talk about it? We could.
All right. We'll talk about it next time. Write that one down. All right. Since we had more talking points, but
we're already over an hour. If you guys can get us to 500 subs this episode, I will give you guys an hour and a half episode next time at the very least. 500.
Let's get us to 500 subscribers.
I'm going over the hour mark just for you guys to watch 11 minutes of it and not subscribe.
Right.
So we're not doing this.
Comment down below cat piss if you made it this far.
Yeah, cat piss. I want to hear it. I need some cat piss in my life.
Right.
A few of you weirdos do make it this far, and I love you guys. I'll give you a kiss right now.
I will. Right in your fucking mouth.
Do it.
All right.
But the rest of you guys, like I'm preaching to the choir at this point.
Right. And like we said, 1,000. We short term 500, short long term. I got whatever the fuck that means. 1,000. We will start doing live streams of these podcasts where you guys could tell us we're idiots in live time.
Right. And we can bicker like old people. It's gonna be great.
Right.
but that's clearly a ways off at this rate.
Right. So show us some love. Like this shit up. Let's get 100 likes on this one. You gave us 100 likes on the last one, so it's
No,
possible.
they didn't.
They
Stop.
didn't?
Relax. No,
They
they
didn't?
didn't. No, let me show you what they gave. They gave us 94.
Okay, well you lied. I lied to you. You didn't. So let's get 100 this time. All right, assholes. All right, all you motherfuckers right now drinking your freak, eating your Jimmy Beans and drinking your freaking Tampico. I need you
Right?
guys right now to like this video and, and subscribe to the channel.
Put down your Sara Lee wheat bread and, and your cup of prune juice,
All right.
and put on your fucking bifocals and click the like and subscribe.
Hit that thumbs up button and hit that fucking notification bell so you know when the fuck this shit goes up, because you know when this shit goes up.
Right? We're about as regular as that prune juice makes you. So
hell yeah. That shit said ooh,
anyway,
ooh, 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 ooh.
God, I'm hating on the audience now. It's not genuine. It's not serious.
It's not serious.
It's a
We
joke.
love you
It's a
guys.
joke.
Like I said,
Love
I'll
you
give you a
guys.
kiss right now.
I'll give you a kiss right now, and I'll go to the AARP meeting with you right now.
All
Come on.
right. All right.
You know, it's
all
not that
right.
serious.
Exactly.
But you know, let's wrap this shit up. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching, boys.
We'll see you guys
appreciate
next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Peace out.
Peace.